News of the week, and we are live at Sardis Secondary, and this is the meetings of the minds. Gentlemen, introduce yourself, and why are we here with big grins on our faces, obviously.
I'm Bob Tarr, band teacher at Chilliwack Secondary.
Chris Warner, band teacher at Sardis Secondary.
And I'm Jens Nissen, I'm one of the other band teachers at Chilliwack Secondary, and we're here because we're having a joint rehearsal to prepare Sardis and Chilliwack to head down to Disneyland in May.
How long did this take to prepare? Because you got a lot of moving parts and a few students.
Yeah, we started talking about it last May. Actually, we had a meeting last May, suggested that we do this together. So we got interest at that point, and then we've been working on it. We had our audition in October, so that we play on the stage down at Disneyland, and that's been accepted, which is very exciting for us to be able to do. So I've been working ever since. It's our second rehearsal together, so it's really exciting.
How many students involved in this now?
85 students. So it is a big band, and every time we get to do this is the second time that we've had the big rehearsal. We just love being in front of this many students, and they're so responsive, and they sound so great, and they get along so well together. And you know, there's no rivalry between the Sardis and Chilliwack side. It's just everybody's has a common goal, and it's so much fun being in front of them.
That was something you and I were discussing off camera, was the fact that music is the factor bringing everybody together, and the common language. Now, looking ahead, do you need fundraising, or is school board pitching in, or how is this going to work? Because you've got 85 students, obviously all the instruments, and you're going down to LA.
We're looking for any kind of fundraising we can get, some corporate sponsorships, some businesses to chip in. The students are paying, but you know, they're paying about $1,400 a kid, and if we could lower that for them, that would be amazing. Also, with inflation, we're a bit short. We're about $6,000 short right now, so anything that we can do to get that, of course, down to zero would be incredible for us as a group. So any kind of help we can do, that would be amazing. A couple things that we're doing is we're putting on 2 dessert nights, one at the end of February and one at the beginning of March, one at the CSS side and one over here to fundraise. It'll be a night of like smooth jazz, combo jazz, and some great desserts. And so one is February 28th, and I think the other one is March 7th, yeah, 7th or 9th, something like that. Anyway, we'll get the exact dates in a sec. But yeah, those are good two events we'll be doing as well. But yeah, any help that we can have will be great, as we have to ship all the instruments down, right? We're gonna have parents that are gonna be driving, leaving a couple days before we go, and taking all our instruments in a truck. And then, because they also have to go backstage at Disney for us to perform there. Obviously we can't carry our instruments to the park. So yeah, a lot of different things going on. 2 different buses take us down to Seattle, which is pricey, and then our flights and our Disney tickets and hotels. So yeah,
We're hoping to still get enough money that we can get some kind of t-shirts or something that kind of shows where we're from, and kind of shows that off in Disneyland, so when we get our pictures and stuff so we're still looking for any donations t-shirt wise that people would like to do, but that's another expense that's going to be on top of what we already have.
Speaking of the donations, how would somebody get a hold of you to e-transfer or check or money order or cash in an envelope?
Contact us through the school.
Contact us through the school. Both of Bob and I's email is on the school website, so they can check the school website. It's css.sd33.bc.ca or sss.sd33.bc.ca.
And really, if they phone the school and ask for the business manager, that they can give the money directly to them, and they'll put it into the account.
Now, is this just a performance, or is it a competition as well with other schools that are coming to Disneyland? Or?
No, this is just a performance and a workshop. Not only do we get to perform in the park for the guests, we get to be cast members for the day, as the parlance says for Disney. So we get to perform for everybody there. We go on stage at California Adventure Park and perform for anybody that's there that day, which is really, really cool. We also get to do an amazing performance workshop where we become the soundtrack for Disney films. It's about a 2-hour workshop, and at the end of it, we leave with a video of us as the soundtrack for a portion of the Disney movie. It's an incredible experience. I've done it when I was a kid, and I've done it with different bands myself, and every time we do it, the kids leave, and despite the fact that we've taken them out of Disneyland for a couple hours, at the end they say, can we do that again? Can we do that? Because they love it. It's so exciting. So we get to work with a professional musician from Southern California, a Disney musician who leads us through that process and directs us. It's like teaching them how to be a recording artist, a professional recording artist, because you do it in one take and we move on. So it's an incredible experience as well. So huge amounts of learning, an incredible experience for us to be able to perform in the park as well.
The nice thing about that workshop is you're treated just like the musicians that would normally come in. So you don't get to see the music beforehand. and you get to run it through one time. So you have to choose the grade level that everybody's going to be comfortable. And we have grade 9 to 12 on this, so we have varying levels of musicianship. So we need to find a middle ground that's everybody's going to be able to grasp that first time through, because you have 2 hours and you can either do 2 songs or you could do 7 songs, depending on how many you're able to get through. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. And the kids, like Yen said, the kids love it. Just absolutely love it.
And correct me if I missed this, did Disney approach you? You approached Disney?
We approached Disney. This is a common thing for performing arts groups to go do. I did it when I was in grade 11, 22 years ago. Vedder had a long history of doing it. Barry Egan ran a trip every 2 years down to Disney. So it's a very common thing for us to do, but it is a process, right? In order to perform there, we did have to do an audition. We did have to get accepted by the Disney people, and our songs need to be accepted by them, that they're okay for us to play there. So it's a really exciting thing to go down and prepare the kids in this way, because it's like, this is the real deal. We're auditioning for Disney. We're being accepted to perform. They've said we're good enough to perform in your park. So it's a really cool thing for the kids to be involved in. It really does treat them like professionals and raises the stakes of our normal school year. So.
Anything that we're missing that you want to really highlight in that, and people that you got to thank, obviously?
It's an incredible experience for not only us, but also the students.
Yeah.
It's so powerful. When after the rehearsal, I bet on Monday during our band class, they're just going to be buzzing.
I think, the exciting thing for us is also the collaboration between the two schools, right? The collaboration between Chilliwack and Sardis is something that we don't believe has been done before, maybe in the history of Chilliwack. Maybe it has, but it's not something that we certainly, they've been in the district longer than I have, but it's something certainly that is a new thing for us to do, to work on music together, to send and to create a joint thing from the north and the south side and make those connections. And it's something that we're really excited to continue on doing, right? I'm going to be in Chilliwack a long time, Bob's got a long time left, Chris, and our big trips are always going to be joint trips. That's our plan. And so that's something that's exciting for us too, is that collaboration piece that we get to do. That's really
And the 3 of us get to hang out a lot.
we get to hang out.
So
That's also fun.
So it's also,
To thank ultimately, the admin of both of our schools for their support. We couldn't do it without them. We have amazing support there. Both of a vice principal from each school is coming down with us as one of our chaperones, so that's really exciting. The support of all the parents. We couldn't do this without the support of 85 parents or 85 family units saying, I want my kid to do and be a part of this. Of course,
the business managers.
Business managers.
Yeah. We're just throwing them heaps of cash, and they're making sure it gets to the right place.
Incredible support from the business managers, right? I'm in her office once a week with talking about money and making sure that all goes. So that's been huge. And support. Hopefully, the support of the community as we move forward to make this happen.
Yeah.
Chris, maybe you can tell me how well are the kids working together? They've only had 2 rehearsals.
They are like they've been working together for years. There's been no animosity or anything. I remember the first rehearsal we had, I know we've spoken about this, it was like they're old friends hanging out. And I know that there's some French immersion kids that were students that used to be at CMS that are now over at Sardis, but now they're reuniting with their old friends at CSS, which is really, really cool. It's very special to see. And I know my daughter is in the program, and she's coming with us, and she has friends from CMS that she has rekindled friendships with. And it's pretty cool to see all the connections all the way across.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, the last time we did it, we got them pizza as a break in lunch. And it took a while getting everybody back in. I'm sure today we didn't give them any food, so they probably want to get out here. So I think we'll probably be able to get them back in their seats. But I think we just plan to run our 4 songs one more time today. 5 songs. The choir, yes. And then we are going to give a whole bunch of information that hopefully they listen to about 10% of it. And then we'll send out a letter with all the information.
Yeah.
So. But we sure appreciate the trustees that came down today,
support,
and you guys coming down and supporting us. I mean, this is a community thing that we're doing, and it's so great. It's great music and great friends, great students. So, yeah.
You mentioned a choir. You'll be joining a choir. There'll be a choir there that you'll.
So the Chilliwack vocal jazz, almost my entire choir, the CSS 12 of them are in this group.
Yeah.
So they're coming down as well, and they'll be singing with us as part of our performance.
Okay, so they'll be playing instruments and then
That's right.
for another song. Got
They,
it.
right.
they're learning how to play percussion.
Some of them are. But yeah, they're joining in. Yeah, they're doing
That was,
that.
okay, that.
Yeah. So they're going to be singing a song as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be really great. Any other questions or anything for us?
What's the date that you guys are going?
May 18th.
To the 22nd.
And you're performing for how many? Is it just one day or?
Yeah. So we do the workshop on the 19th.
Yeah.
And the in-park performance on the 20th.
Okay.
And then we have an extra day just to have fun at Disneyland.
And do you perform those songs once, those 5 songs once, or do you perform them multiple times throughout the time there?
We only perform them the one time.
Okay.
Yeah, we perform them once in the park, and then the workshop is about 2 hours the day before.
Good.
Yeah.
Great, thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.